I'm going to take you on an awning adventure, specifically a Thule awning adventure. If you see some giant bugs flying around, these are cicadas. They come out every 17 years. They so happen to be as big as about 2 quarters and flying everywhere. And they also make some noise, so you might hear that in the background. Yeah! Needed to do, let's put in roof rails. What had to... Now, we wanted to make this video to help install the Thule awning to hopefully help others who are going to install it. We had a bit of a long project process with the whole thing. So hopefully this gives you a little insight, helps you on your journey. Maybe you can make an educated decision if you want to use this one or another awning. Thule is very easy to install if you know what you're doing, but there are also a lot of moving parts. We needed the roof rails, obviously. We needed the fit kit, we needed the Podium Footpack, and then we needed the rails to go across. All in all, it was about 4 moving parts and pieces that we had to order from Thule. The first thing we needed to do was put in roof rails. You can see those here. Our van did not come with them, and they were fully built out. There was a company that was able to put the roof rails in with some lag bolts. They really didn't need to disturb or tear apart the inside or interior of our van. Now, here we are with the first roadblock. We spent a fair amount of time on Thule.com trying to make sure that we had everything correct and locked in. They recommended the ProTuli Evo Bar 70-inch width bar. Now, in the end, it was my mistake. I ordered it, but I was on the line with customer service. I talked them through the whole plan. I told them what vehicle we have, and they recommended the 70-inch bar. Now, you can see here how far that bar actually hangs off the van, because the width of our van is only 59 inches. Now, I could have gotten off the phone, went up and measured the van, but I trusted them, and I said we were going to be putting some heavy-duty stuff on here, but the most thing would be a packed, Thule roof rack. We're not going to be carrying or hauling boats or kayaks in the top, and they recommended this super wide bar that sticks way too far off the van. So that needed to be returned. From there, we went to our local REI, and they got us all straightened out. We ended up with the Evo bar, 60 inches wide, because the van is 59 inches, so there's some slight hang off on the end. They're more aerodynamic, and they can support the load that we're putting on there. Originally, this awning was installed into the roof rails. That is not how this is supposed to be installed. This awning is supposed to be installed onto the roof crossbars, the mounting bars, so it sticks up off the van. So when we went to wind the awning out, the actual mechanism was hitting the van because it was mounted too low on the van. So we had to disassemble that. Now, when you pay to get something installed, you want it to be done right, not jerry-rig. Fun fact, the term jerry-rigging has been around since the 1700s. They think the origin of it refers to jury rigging and has hence been kind of molded and transitioned into jerry-rigging. Pro tip, try not to jerry-rig important things on your van. So, when we uninstalled the awning, we found all this, and we could not get the awning back installed because there were these bolts that you have to slide through, which I'm showing you right here. Those bolts are fabricated by Thule. They come when you order this Awning Adapter Kit, which makes 5 pieces that we had to order. And when we disassembled that, we found these pieces and broken parts that were just welded together from the van company to try to make this work in the wrong position. Now, one of those welds had already broken. Imagine if that other weld broke and that roof and that whole awning system just collapsed onto the ground when we were driving. Actually a terrible situation. So they jerry-rigged it. So we got the roof rails installed. We needed the Thule Podium Footpack and the Thule Rapid Fit Kit 3101. And you can see both of these in the video here. I'll talk about how I installed them, but they're very easy. Thule provides great customer support. Basically, the Fit Kit 3101 locks into the roof rails, and the Podium Footpack then goes on top of that, and that's what enables you to put a crossbar across the rails that you put in on the van.
Sprint Slow fam, the awning issue continues. So we have these that the terrible van installers screwed out more. I don't know if you can see, this hole is bigger. So they totally ruined this piece. So we bought a brand new setup, and that should screw into our arrow blades, which are right here. We got the measuring tape laid out for 59 inches. That's where the awning's gonna sit on the bracket. If you loosen these up right here, this one and this one, then this will slide. So the problem with, I'm just seeing, is that the vent fan's in the way. So it's gonna have to completely come off and be completely reassembled. The front one, I think I'll be able to slide over the solar though. The awning will attach by sliding this piece through here, and then the brackets, and this is the bad one, but the good ones look very similar. It'll sit like that, and the awning will sit right there. You caught a bug? Nice, bud. So the awning will sit right in the outside. That'll hold the bracket in.
Now, from there, it was an easy install, okay? We got the actual correct bar set up, we got the roof rails in, we got the awning, and we got the adapter kit. From there, as you can see, my wife and I lifted her up, slid the screws through, bolted them down as tight as we could, and now we are good to go.
Ready?
You just keep pushing my way. Okay, I got it.
Got it. You get 4 forks and 4 spoons out and put them on the table to set the table. Thank you.
It's the perfect spot.
Well, how would we fix that? Isn't this just the way it's made?
Yes. There's no way to fix it.
Yeah, it's awesome, but we're way overthinking that.
This is how it looks on a 170 Sprinter van. As you can see, we get a ton of coverage. This is the 10x8 Thule HideAway rack mounting system. It's the larger of the 2 awnings that you can order. We've been really satisfied with it. Here's some B-roll of the measurements. That's exactly how high it is from the van, how far away it comes from the van, and kind of the amount of coverage that it gives us. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, if you had a good time, please consider subscribing. Help support the channel. It means a lot. See you next time.